It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. They call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakwadash. The Barnestine teachers, the apostles, and the other bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the 144,000, the elect men of the nation of Israel that's teaching in truth, sincerity, and diligence for the sake of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. There's going to come a time where people that's living here upon planet Earth is ultimately going to have to acknowledge biblical prophecy. You see, because prophecy is ultimately going to take center stage, and it's ultimately going to start reshaping the reality that's being played out here in the planet Earth. You see, because the scriptures acknowledge that these are the beginnings of sorrows, meaning things is going to ultimately have to intensify. You see, the wars and rumors of war is actually going to intensify. You see, nations rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, the famines, the pestilence, the earthquakes, not only the earthquakes, but the different natural disasters that's been taking place here upon planet Earth. All these things has to grow into their perfection, man. You see, because at the rate we at now, these is just the beginning of sorrows, because yet these things is happening globally. People here in America is still living their normal lives. They're not concerned with the wars that's happening over with Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Iran, the destruction of Gaza and things like that. People still living out their day-to-day lives here in this society. But when prophecy ultimately takes center stage and the reality in these worlds ultimately start to shift, then people is going to start acknowledging the signs that the Lord is showing in the earth that's ultimately showcasing the end times. You see, and real quick, I got a few articles queued up. You see, they're showing these things ultimately showing in the earth, man. You know, this is an article from End Time Headlines. It says 3.8 magnitude earthquake, rather small town north of Dyersburg, Tennessee. You see, and pretty much the things that I'm about to show is nothing more but the signs that the Lord has warned of to know what time of season that you're living in which it's obvious that we're living in the end times. You see, it says AI Godfather says the government will soon need a universal basic income. It says the computer scientist regarded as the godfather of artificial intelligence says the government will have to establish a universal basic income to address AI's impact on equality. It says Professor Gregory Hinton told BBC Newsnight that a benefit reform giving fixed amount of cash to every citizen would be needed because he was apprehensive about AI taking lots of mundane jobs. You see, and you receiving that universal basic income is ultimately going to be accomplished through you receiving that micro C-hip in your right hand or in your forehead. It's going to be the only way for you to get that universal basic income. And they're going to dress it up as if it's just something harmless. It's something to keep you sustained. And it's ultimately, it's going to be a snap for you to take the mark of the beast. But this is the time and season that we're living in where pretty much everything is showcasing itself. Prophecy is pretty much in your face, man. But it's going to come a time where people is going to have to acknowledge what's being set before them. You're going to have to acknowledge the food on the table, man. You see? So to keep going, it says China holds Taiwan war games, vows blood of independent forces. So those wars and rumors of wars. Putin launches space weapons while his forces carry out nuke drills near Ukraine. You see? So things is happening in the earth while people here in America is not even concerned with the events that's taking place globally. That's ultimately going to impact worldly affairs, man. And even this society in itself is going to be impacted from the things that's taking place globally. You know, it says another case of human bird flu has just been detected in a child in Australia. It says a child has been confirmed as the first case of H5N1 bird flu in Australia, in which the H5N1 bird flu can be a virus that, you know, these people use to ultimately shut down the world again, like they did with the C-19. You see, start pushing forth draconian laws to ultimately make these things come into play. You know, it says another human case of bird flu has been reported linked to dairy cows. You see, it says a second person in the U.S. has been infected with the bird flu linked to dairy cows. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Service reported Wednesday. You see? So, yeah, that H5N1 bird flu virus is growing rapidly here in the society and even globally. You know, this can be the next pandemic that they use to shut this place down. That's why the Lord tell you to make no tearing and turn to the Lord and put our offering day to day. You see, because Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday morning, these things can start unfolding, you know, and prophecy can take center stage. And next thing you know, everything is shut down. From 24 to 72 hours, reality can change, man. You know? So it says deadly storm. It's like a deadly tornado. Salakia. It says deadly tornado kills multiple people in Iowa as powerful storm again rips through Midwest. You see, and this is just the signs, you know, the end times. The Lord tell you how he was going to visit the people through storm and tempest. Isaiah the 29th chapter. You know, and this is just signs that's showing forth the end, man. You see, it says Florida's Issacola County warns residents to prepare now for expected active hurricane season, man. You see, so disaster upon disaster is unfolding in the earth. But these is just the signs and seeds that the Lord warned of. Real quick. It's the book of Matthew 16 and verse 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempted and desired him that he show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it would be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it would be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Yeah, because a nigga more concerned with the NBA finals, you know, making parlay bets and things like that, rather than being concerned with the events that's been taking place here upon planet Earth, which everything that's showing in the earth is ultimately showing forth the end times. It's not a secret that we living in the last days, but these things is ultimately going to grow. The things that people is not concerned with is ultimately going to become a major concern amongst these people here in this society when prophecy ultimately takes center stage. You see, it says a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there should no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and departed. Yeah, and Jonah was prophesying, man. You know, he went to Nineveh and prophesied against Nineveh and told Nineveh that the Lord was going to destroy it. You see, and the prophets today isn't coming in the same steed. Now you know that the Lord has declared the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. And the signs that's showing forth here in the planet Earth is ultimately leading up to the event taking place. You see? This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 6. It says, an end is come, the end is come. Hey, watch it for thee. Behold, it is come. Yeah, you read in NLT, it says the end has come. It has finally arrived. Your final doom is waiting, you see? And what's going to bring forth that doom? Destruction, man. It's like what's going to bring forth the end of these times is that doom. You know, the destruction. In which this is what these things is ultimately leading toward. This is why all these events is happening globally here upon planet Earth. Everything is at a boiling point. Tension is rising with nations. You know, disasters is getting more out of control and more intense. You know, the morality of the people is sinking more into a darker place, a darker state. And it's because the Lord is about to bring forth the end of an age. You see, and these are just the signs that's showing, that's bringing clarity towards those things. You see, so yeah, I pray that you was edified. Giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahagwadash, Lord, went into this video. Shalom.